This is a practical guide to loading and unloading large format sheet film. Large format film is currently commercially available in two sizes. 4 by 5 inches, which is the same as 9 by 12 centimeters, and 8 by 10 inches, which is the same as 20 by 24 centimeters. If you don't have access to a darkroom, then you're going to need a changing bag. This is also sometimes referred to as a light tent. I have two different changing bags, one for loading 5 by 4 film and another larger one for loading 10 by 8 film. Here you can see all the items that you will need to be able to successfully load your dark slides in a changing bag. A changing bag, obviously, a box of unexposed film, a roll of masking tape, some double dark slides, and a can of compressed air. The sheet film is going to be loaded into a double dark slide. One sheet of film will go in the front, and the second sheet of film is loaded into the reverse. To allow you to know which film is already exposed, the actual dark slide is white, and this represents unexposed film. The other side of the slide is black, and this indicates film that is already exposed. In addition, there is a tactile indicator to help you when you're working in the dark. The unexposed side will have a series of raised dots, whereas the exposed side of the slide is completely smooth. Here you can see an unopened box of 5/4 film. On the underneath, the box is sealed at both ends, and this seal should only be broken in total darkness. The film box also carries an illustration of the rebate that you will find cut into the top right hand corner of each sheet of film. Once the seal is broken, the box will open into 3 sections with a foil bag of film at the centre. Before loading any film, you need to make sure that the dark slides are clean and free of dust or grit. At the same time, make sure that all the slides have the white side showing. Now put 5 clean dark slides into the changing bag together with a box of 10 sheets of unexposed film. With the bag sealed, insert your arms into the sleeves. From now on, everything else takes place in the dark. But just for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to continue working in daylight. Begin by opening the box of film. For simplicity, I prefer to place one section inside another, leaving me with the film pack in the centre. Tear open the package, remove all of the film and place it in the box. Then, with your right index finger, feel for the film rebate that we discussed earlier. With the open box aligned in a landscape position, make sure that the film rebate is on the right, in the corner closest to you. Next, take one dark slide, place it flat down in front of you so that the slide draws out towards the left, but do not remove the slide completely. Using your right hand, pick up the top sheet of film and make sure that the rebate is in the bottom right corner. This helps you to ensure that the surface facing up is the film emulsion. This is what needs to face towards the lens when the film is in the camera. Steady the dark slide with the left hand and make sure that the hinged flap is open to receive the sheet of film. Just along from this flap, on either side of the slide, there is a slot which helps you guide the film into position. Holding the first sheet of film by the edges and using the right hand, slide it carefully towards the left. Be very careful to touch the film surface as little as possible. I place my left thumb and index finger above the guide slots of the dark slide because I find it helps me to accurately position the film. When the sheet of film is all the way in, the hinged flap needs to be folded into place. Then, using the left hand, push the slide all the way in, making sure that it fits properly in place with the hinged flap. Finally, secure the slide by twisting one of the small locks, then turn over and load the next sheet of film. Two very common problems when loading film are misaligning the film so that it doesn't go under the guide slot, which you can see in this detail, or if the film is not inserted all the way, then the hinged flap will not close flush with the body of the dark slide. I find it very helpful to number my dark slides. I'm going to need the dark slide and one empty film box. Once again, this can only be done in the dark. I'm going to unload sheet 2 first, and I do this by drawing the slide to the left, and then I use my right index finger to lift the edge of the sheet of film. The dark slide has a special cut recess for this purpose. Holding the film by the edge and avoiding touching the emulsion surface, pull it all the way out towards the right. Transfer this sheet into your open empty film box. Now turn the dark slide over and repeat the whole unloading sequence for sheet number 1. The next step is to separate the 3 sections of the film box and close it up. With the light on and the changing bag open, securely seal the box of exposed film with some tape. Finally, complete the processing instructions for the lab. Always try to stay calm, and if you ever make a mistake, stop what you're doing and start the whole process again. Now you can go on to enjoy the meditation that large format demands due to its slower speed of operation.